Hi everybody, hope you're having a great day. My name is Sophie and it is currently 7 p.m. on Monday, August 23rd, and today I filmed a what I eat in a day video. I currently work from home in tech recruiting in Austin, Texas, and I wanted to film a what I eat in a day on days that I actually have time to cook. Some days I resort to pre-made or Trader Joe's things, but this week we decided to meal plan and went grocery shopping, and I wrote everything down, so I decided to stick to a home cooked meal schedule. And today I filmed my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm including all of the recipes and will include clips of all of my meals with voiceovers up next. So if you're interested in seeing all of these recipes, please keep watching. Thanks. And a little side note, the breakfast is going to be avocado toast, lunch is tacos, and dinner is a almost vegan broccoli cheddar stuffed pepper. So if you're interested in seeing these three recipes and how I made them today, please keep watching. So, because we ate out way too much last week, my fiance and I decided that this week we are going to meal plan and we are going to make sure that we eat at home, mostly. So here I'm just writing down each day of the week, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what BLD stands for. And once I'm done with that, I am writing down what I'm having today. So avocado toast for breakfast, tacos for lunch, and dinner is broccoli cheddar stuffed peppers. So for breakfast today is a heirloom tomato avocado toast. So first I'm using some sourdough bread from Easy Tiger. It's local to Austin and their bread is so good. I get it at Whole Foods. So here I am just putting it in the toaster oven for about 5 minutes. And now I am trying to pick the perfect avocado. I have two, and I end up going with the first one because it is a little more ripe. So after clearing up my area, putting down my cutting board and grabbing a knife, I am ready to cut my avocado. So I just cut it down the middle in half, and once I am done with that, I am going to start slicing little cubes within half of the avocado, but first, of course, get a plastic bag to preserve the other half. We don't want to waste anything here. So once I slice little cubes into the half of the avocado that I'm using, I just salt and pepper it, and then what I'm gonna do is grab half of a lemon and squeeze that juice there into that half of the avocado. And the reason that I do this is just so that as my bread is still toasting, I can kind of move the juice around and it goes within the little cracks of the cubes that I diced. Now I got 3 organic heirloom tomatoes from Whole Foods. Here I'm just trying to figure out which one to use, and I went with the yellowish one also because it was the tiniest and I didn't want to waste a big tomato just for an individual avocado toast. So here I am just starting to slice it before I put it on top of my sandwich. So once my bread is done toasting, I'm just taking it out of the toaster oven and I'm going to start to smash the avocado just so it's a little easier to spread. Once I did that a little, just dumping it out onto the toast, and I'm going to start using my fork again to smash it more onto the bread. So after I have mashed the avocado down, I'm just adding more salt, pepper, and lemon juice. And then I'm laying my tomato onto the toast. And once that's done, I'm gonna add just a little more pepper on top. And here is the finished product. Honestly, it was so tasty and so filling. I did not get hungry until lunchtime. And there's my dog, always watching while I eat. So up next is lunch, which is gonna be ground beef tacos. So I'm just showing my ingredients over here, and then we are gonna get into laying out everything. An onion, I got a hatch chili because they are in season and they had a lot of them at Whole Foods. All of my mini bell peppers, we have cilantro there. And here's a photo of all the ingredients on the cutting board, plus the ground beef and tortillas. And now here is my fiance starting to chop up the onion and all of the vegetables. And here he is just cutting the bell peppers into fajita style strips. That's the same thing that he did with the onion, but for the hatch chili, he's gonna go ahead and dice it. And now we are putting olive oil in our pan and adding the onion and some salt just to get these onions caramelized before we add in the rest of the vegetables. So here we are adding in this Force of Nature ground beef that I got from Whole Foods into a separate saute pan and just cooking that and also adding taco seasoning. And here I warmed up our corn tortillas, and at this point everything should be ready. So now I am assembling my little tacos and gonna enjoy them for lunch. And now finally on to dinner, which was so good. We made broccoli cheddar stuffed peppers, and you could easily make this a vegan meal. I try to be non-dairy as much as possible, so that's why we have the vegan cheddar. However, we did use chicken broth and we did use real butter to saute the onions. So in the previous clip, I showed all the ingredients, and now I'm just preheating the oven to 400 degrees and grabbing a pan to put the peppers in before they're ready to bake. And now I'm just gonna start chopping the peppers in half to form little boats that I'm gonna put in the pan and eventually stuff with the broccoli cheddar rice filling. Now I am adding 1 tablespoon of butter into my big pot and adding in onion and 3 cloves of minced garlic. Sauteing that until the onions turn a little caramelized, and then adding in 1.5 cups of rice and 3 cups of broth. And if you wanted this to be vegetarian or vegan, you could just use veggie broth. And after that's added, going to stir and add in my seasoning, which is just salt and some paprika, and then add in some hatch chili just for a little more flavor, and then gonna cover and let that boil and then cook for about 15 to 20 minutes until the rice looks cooked and ready. So after about 20 minutes, this is what the rice looks like. We're just adding in a little more broth and our broccoli. Since this is broccoli cheddar stuffed bell peppers, there's our dog always watching while we're cooking, always hungry. And we're adding in our vegan cheese, and this looks super messy, but as you stir, the cheese just melts in and the rice gets super gooey and looks delicious. So now, once the cheese is all melted and the broccoli is stirred in, we are just stuffing our peppers, and I'm garnishing with a little vegan cheese. And after those went in the oven for 15 minutes, here they are all done and ready to eat. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video.